We are live. 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 We're live. We're live. Yes, we are the post game. This is Football 101 post game show after Monday Night Football, in which the LA Rams beat the Chicago Bears. The Bears go down. Yes, this was Monday Night Football wrap up of week number 7. I believe week number 7. I don't know, but this was really a good game initially on the books, and it was more of a defensive game. So let me get this right. We are officially live. We are live and waiting for your questions of this game. The Rams took care of business. Congrats to Coach McVay, former MU alumni. Fellow MU alumni. That's what we like to see. And we also saw, guess who we saw in the game as well? Samuel Sloman, kicker, just a kicker from MU. Great job. Let's give a shout out for Samuel. And I'm just, oh my gosh. Yes, let me make sure, Sloman. Just a rookie from MU to the kicker. As a matter of fact, he was a fantastic kicker at MU. But I'm going to give the breakdown of this game and then give you a little a best opinion of what the games were during the other games throughout the weekend. So give props to the LA Rams for really coming through, making this a physical game. Aaron Donald, the defense, he called out his own teammates and he said they were soft. So they came out in this game against the Chicago Bears, and the Bears are bringing their strong defense with Khalil Mack. That's right, Khalil Mack. bringing the pain. That defense, but the Chicago Bears offense by Nick Foles just didn't have anything working for them. I don't know. They really need help on a lot of different areas. And let me just say, Nick Foles' magic is waning. The magic is going real fast. So, but this was a game of an attitude game. This really was just an attitude game from the Bears coming in, wanting to maintain their physicality, trying to get some offense, but really rely upon that stingy defense. And then it was the Rams to get back to their really diverse, aggressive on offense, but their defense needed to step up too. And they did that. They accomplished that tonight, 24-10. So let me give you the quick rundown of some of the things that I saw from the start to finish. Starting with the first quarter, at the very first quarter, the first drive, it was 3 and out for Chicago, 3 and out, and they punted for 44 yards. Then the Rams get the ball. First down initially, and then 3 and out. The Bears defense, and let me just say, Hicks came to play. Number 96, Hicks. Oh, wow. I didn't realize this brother, he was bringing it in the inside. He was just bringing the pain from the start. So Hicks and then Khalil Mack on the outside, they were bringing the physicality from the very start. And let me just say, their defensive line is very physical. Their move are fluid, and their defensive backs are very aggressive. Got to give Chicago Bears defensive back. Their back end are very aggressive. They challenge the catches, and they make turnovers. That's how they keep the Bears, how the Bears stay in the game. They are a aggressive defense. It's just that, after a while, when you're not getting any help from the offense, you're going to show signs of weakness. But on that first drive, the Bears defense stood up. Second drive for Chicago, it was second drive for Chicago. It was 3-and-out. Pressure by the Rams. Aaron Donald and the boys putting pressure on. Putting pressure on them. So Chicago's second drive was 3-and-out. Rams second drive. Golf hits. That jet motion was very fluid. Then Golf hit Josh Reynolds. Yes, there you go. Josh Reynolds for a touchdown. That's right. 5-yard touch. Again, they were moving the ball effectively, and then Golf was moving side to side. Again, it's about movement, the fluidness. They have to go up tempo, real up tempo, and then Golf eventually hits Reynolds for a TD, and that's when shout out to the kicker, Samuel Sloman gets the extra point. From MU. And then Chicago's third drive, Nick Foles, he hits tight end Cole Kmet, for 30 yards. And let me give a shout out to Cordell Patterson. He does everything for the Chicago Bears. He runs back kickoffs. He's on the punt team. He's also the wide receiver. He also running back, but they didn't use him as much on the running back on the offense. I don't know what really happened there, but Cordell Patterson is a beast. Again, by the end of the first quarter, the Rams were winning 7-0. Beginning of the second quarter, a 42-yard field goal by Chicago made it 3-7. Made it 3-7. And let me just say, Chicago's defense. One reason why they're so physical is Chuck Pagano, former Indy head coach. He's bringing the physicality. He's calling up a great defensive attack. Then the Rams' first drive of the second quarter, Golf hits Reynolds, 17 yards, first down. Then Golf hits Reynolds again for 5 yards for another first down after a run. Then Mario Edwards is a beast on that front line of the Chicago Bears, brings down the pain. So again, they had to punt. Then Chicago's second drive was messed up on the first round. Oh my gosh! This was a key play. Now I got to give a key play. The Chicago Bears were at on their own side of the yard line, and they were going to go in a key play by Jalen Ramsey. This subtle physicality. The wide receiver caught the ball. It was easily that he could have gotten the first down, but Jalen Ramsey came up real fast. Great hit. Stopped him inches from the first down. Now, the Chicago had the ball at their, 30-yard line or something like that. And then when they lined up, they were going to go for fourth down. Line up, Nick Foles tried to hike it, but his own offensive lineman jumped. They couldn't even go for the fourth down in inches. Jumped, and so they had to punt the ball at that point in time. Those are key moments that really messes up the Chicago Bears. Bonehead mistakes. Again, bonehead mistakes. They just, when they finally can get an opportunity, bonehead mistakes by the Bears. Let me just say, bonehead mistakes by the Bears offense. Bonehead mistakes by the Bears offense. Just couldn't click. And then the Rams' second drive in the second quarter, he throws to a tight end. Then the drive was stopped at that point in time. A 40-yard field goal by Samuel Sloman made it 10-3. 10-3. Samuel Sloman, yes, MU grad, kicks a field goal. 44-yard field goal. Made it 10-3 Rams in second quarter. And then the Chicago's third drive in the second quarter, Foles to Robinson, first down. And then Aaron Donald gets in for a half sack. And gets Foles. And then Floyd was sacked. Foles. And then the next play, Floyd sacked Foles, and then very good, an outstanding sack, by the way. And then the Bears had the punt. Rams get the ball on their third drive. Bears defense backs are good. Oh, let me just say, yeah, the Bears defensive backs came even more physical and stopped the Rams in their tracks. So the great play by the Bears defensive backs. That concluded halftime. The score was 3-10. 3 Bears, Rams 10. I mean, just by that, they kept the game close. Again, the Chicago Bears offense really not clicking on any stretch of the imagination. It needs a lot of retool. And the commentators, Monday Night Football, Brian Greasy brought it up, and so did the other commentator. I'll get his Riddick brought it up. The Bears need to somehow retool their offense fast. Because it's just not going to get it. They're just not going to get the plays. They're depending way too much on the Bears defense, and it's just not happening. Even with Foles' experience, you could see something is just not. Foles even said he's not getting the plays in early enough to really make any checks on it. So to me, this goes straight to head coaching that's not really helping the quarterback at all. So this goes to the head coach, and I just don't see him as. I don't think he's going to survive this season. By the way, I don't think the head coach, because again, when you got that much talent on defense, and you're an offensive play caller, and you're a head coach, and you calling the plays, and you can't get the plays in, and even your quarterback is griping about it, and again, that's a sad statement. So you can see the Bears. If he's not fired, he's going to have to bring in an offensive coordinator for next year because, again, the Bears are not going to go anywhere in this division. We know the Packers are going to take this because, again, that's completely different. The Packers are going to take this, but if the Bears are going to make a difference, they're still, 5-2 now? They just lost the game 5-2. They were 5-1, the most lame 5-1 team. But as they were saying on Monday Night Football, so the halftime ended 10-3. Rams were winning. Came out second half. Rams first drive. A defensive end, Robinson Harris, big stop on that first drive. Mack causes Goff to fumble. It was a hand sack. Made Goff to fumble. Rams had to punt down at the 1 yard line. Let me just say the Rams punter, punter Hecker, he was a beast. He was a beast. And he did several punts just like that. So the Bears get the ball in their first drive, and the second half, they were 3 and out. They had the punt. The Rams' second drive, Goff hits Reynolds for 20 yards. Goff hits Kupp. Yeah, Cooper, Kupp. Had to get Cooper Kupp in there. Cooper Kupp comes through, and then the Browns runs physical. Yeah, the running back Brown runs physical and made a 1 yard touchdown. They scored a touchdown. It was 17-3 in the first portion of the third quarter. So the Rams right there were really taking control and showing their physicality. And matter of fact, that's what Sean McVay wanted, to show their physicality. And the coach stuck with it. He was going for the runs. And then the Bears come out in their second drive in the third quarter. There was a pass interference called, and then they had a chance. Yeah, Goff had a chance. He was rolling. What was it? Rolling left, and throwing in the end zone. Lightly threw the ball. I don't know what he was thinking about. The defense back well covered, and Rapp gets the deflection and gets the interception in the end zone. The Rams stopped the Bears' drive again. Bonehead mistakes by Foles, bonehead calling. I mean, when they had their opportunity, the offense just does not perform. So another bonehead mistake by Foles. And then we move on to the Rams' third drive in the third quarter. Woods, there was a jet sweep for Woods. 20 yards, and then Cooper Kupp comes in, catches the ball for first down, and then Goff for the Gerald Everett gets a 12-yard TD. Gerald Everett gets a 12-yard TD, makes it 24-3. 24-3 at that point in time. So again, the Rams fully in charge, being physical, and just starting to just really wear down the Bears. The Bears get the ball, their third drive. Lewis big hit on Cordell. That was a big stop. When the Bears were driving, and they needed a first down. And there was a pitch play or something like that's when Cordell passed. He was in the backfield, and Lewis, the linebacker, puts a big hit on Cordell Patterson. Usually Cordell is very dependable, very physical. He got stopped. The physicality and turn over the ball. So the Rams defense comes up and stops the physicality of the Bears offense. Again, the Bears are very predictable. Their offense scheme is very predictable. The Bears just look bad, predictable, no imagination. And then that was the end of the third quarter. Fourth quarter, Rams actually blocked. There was a blocked field goal by the Bears. So they blocked the Rams field goal. Then the Bears first drive in the fourth quarter, 42-yard reception by Ramsey over Jalen Ramsey. And matter of fact, let me just say, Jalen Ramsey, he got pretty lucky tonight. I'll finish with Jalen in just a second. Outstanding, really a superstar defensive back. They move him around a lot more, but I'm going to highlight him just a little bit. Then the sack by the Rams. Hollins comes in, causes a fumble. Yeah, here's was the other score by the Bears, where they were running a sweep with Woods, and Quinn of the Bears causes a fumble. Eddie Jackson picks up the fumble for the Bears, runs it in for a touchdown, makes it 24-10 Rams, 24-10. Again, the Bears defense have to score the touchdown. Oh, man, you know you're in for a long day when you're depending upon the defense to score touchdowns. So, again, the Rams get the ball back, 3 and out, punt, but yet the punt by Hecker, 63-yard punt. I can't even believe I'm talking about the specialist. Normally I don't, but I have to. The kickers, the punter and the kicker and the field goal kicker, MU Sloman. But Hecker makes a 63-yard punt, puts him down, and then that was about 3 minutes left, and then Chicago Bears, Nick Foles try to throw deep, and this is where Jalen Ramsey gets his first interception for the year. He knows how to play off the wide receiver, and that's when he got his first interception of the year. And also, the Bears eventually got the ball back, but even on the final drive, the Bears, Jalen Ramsey got burnt on the final. You play the tape back. He got burnt on a stop and go. And fortunately, the ball was thrown way over out of bounds. But for the most part, obviously, Jalen Ramsey is a superstar. He gets involved in the game. They're trying to utilize him much more. But the Rams, overall, came out and made a statement game. This was a statement game. They had to be physical. They had to show. They really were showing the rest of the West Division. They were showing Arizona. They were showing Seattle. They were showing 49ers that they're going to be physical. Okay, they're not going to be doing the dash and dash back and forth. They're going to be physical. Their defense is going to be much more physical, and their offense had to be much more physical. Jared Goff flowed right and left. He threw well. Give him props. He didn't throw any interceptions for us. He was trying to run much more so in between the tackles. And again, they were trying to be much more physical. They got the tight end in the mix. They need to get the tight end more in the mix. And they had the up-tempo. Matter of fact, their first touchdown was an up-tempo play that they scored and caught the Bears defense not in position at that time. So it's Sean McVay. He really wants to mix things up. He gets intense. He's intense on the sideline. He's intense on the sideline, on the field during halftime. He's an intense guy. He's an MU grad. So yeah, props to head coach Sean McVay. So again, the Rams made a statement. The Bears are in some serious trouble offensively, and it doesn't really look. I'm sorry to say, but it doesn't for the Bears this season. They need help on offense immediately. Immediately. They need help immediately. But the Rams are on their Rams made a statement tonight. They are back. Aaron, let me just say, Aaron Donald is a beast. MVP by far. Yes, have to give a shout out to Aaron Donald, MVP by far. Jalen Ramsey, I got to give a shout out to my DBs too. Jalen Ramsey, superstar DB, and they will move him around more. So shout out to the LA Rams. Shout out to SoFi Stadium. Shout out to SoFi Stadium. I used to live out in LA. I used to live out in LA in San Pedro. I love seeing the shots of LA because I used to live out in San Pedro, South LA. Loving the LA environment. Just love it. And I know the fans really, I just can't wait for the fans to really get into the stadium. I can't wait for it. They deserve to be in the SoFi Stadium and enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy the LA environment. Man, but you got to give credit to the Rams for taking care of business tonight and making a statement for everyone to see that they are back on track. They cannot take it easy on any team. They got to show what they're about. They got to build the momentum. This is the time. Now you're in the midst of the season. You have to build momentum fast. You have to you got to get in a groove. So this was a statement game by far. This was a statement game. Did I say that? This was a statement game. Did I say that? But I'm going to repeat it again. I'm going to repeat it again. So there you go. That's my wrap up of the LA Rams and the Chicago Bears. Let me give you some other highlights from this Sunday. The Arizona Cardinals beat Seattle Seahawks last night in Sunday Night Football in overtime. And let me just say, I feel sorry for Russell Wilson. Again, this one things that just tends to happen in crucial games. Usually they win those games, but they let their guard down, and Arizona is going to be there. The Cardinals are going to be there. San Francisco pounded the Patriots. The San Francisco 49ers. Garoppolo went back to New England and pounded coach. See ya, Patriots fans. Sorry. But they put a statement on that game. So San Francisco 49ers beat New England. Detroit ended up beating Atlanta. Atlanta loses by 1 point by a bonehead mistake by Gurley. Gurley, come on. Give me a break. Messes up at the end, and Detroit steals that game. And let me say, Washington, the football team, Washington, pounded the Cowboys. The Cowboys, they're done. They're done. This over. Throw in the 10. They again, like I said, check out my other post-game live stream on my production, talking about how bad Dallas is, how bad the coaching is. It's just horrible in Dallas. And the other big win yesterday. Yes, the other big win. Yes. Brady and the Bucks. Gronk back in the groove. Yes, Tampa is in the groove. They beat the Raiders in Las Vegas. And they made their statement as well. They're bringing it. And guess who's going to join the team? Antonio Brown. So it looks like Gronk is back in the fold. He's back into shape, and Brady is is getting there. He's not there yet, but they have a great defense too. So look out for the Bucks. Again, it's important for teams to start getting in their groove. And so this part of the season is about getting in a groove and staying in the groove, and then elevating towards the end of the season. So this is very pivotal. So again, that's a wrap up. This is Football 101. Thank you for chiming in, looking at one of our videos, and please like and subscribe. Thank you for your time. I hope to see you on the back end. I had to do this. This is Monday Night Football. This is Football 101. I'm still going to bring it, particularly next week when the Bucks play. I don't even know who they're playing. The Giants. When the Bucks play the Giants, I will be back. And also check out our college review. We're going to be bringing them Ohio State. We're going to do a college game. Ohio State against Penn State. It's all the way live. We're always going to be there. We're going to give it, and we're going to tell it like it is, because it's about bringing the pain. See ya. We out of here, y'all. We out.